Was it a long weekend, Kaiba? So many snuggles, so much love, so much daddy time. Daddy barely got in any games of Commander this weekend. Daddy was having a sad weekend this weekend. But you are bestest Puggy, and you stayed by your daddy's side all weekend. And you did very good at making sure that Daddy was not alone. Daddy love you. Daddy hope you enjoy your treat from Easter. You've been munching on it a little bit, but not very much so far. Alright. You get your sleep. Do a short video. Daddy probably go to bed too because it's getting kinda late. And Daddy's gotta work tomorrow. Good afternoon, Magic players and card collectors of all kinds. Welcome back to my channel. It is Monday. You guys have probably already seen the Jumpstart Your Day video. If you haven't, go check it out. Don't want to be a spoiler, but we are having a little trouble with the Phyrexia packs. They seem to be doubling up a lot, so I'm going to take a break from the Phyrexia packs, and my next one that I do will probably be a Foundations one, just to freshen things up a bit before we go back in. I'm hoping to get a lot of the white ones, because as I mentioned in my Super Deck Sunday video, I want to pull a Norn's Choirmaster, and that is a white card, so I'm hoping to pull a whole bunch of the white packs from the Jumpstart Your Day series, but so far no luck. Anyways, that's not what we're here for today. I'm just nattering. What we're here for today is to open this, and I don't want to make this a super long video, so I'm just going to I'm going to give you a few chances to guess though, but before I open this, what I will say is this is a secret layer that I'm getting secondhand from a friend. So I know it's going to be in good condition. I'm not worried about the condition at all. I'm really excited to get this secret layer because I am terrible with the computer, and as you can tell from my editing, most of my editing and stuff I do on my cell phone. So trying to get into the secret layer lounge and all that stuff, I would just find that way too frustrating. I would get really upset and angry. I'd probably break my phone. Because of my ADHD and my depression, so I avoid that kind of thing, and I miss out on all the really cool secret layers, and it is really sad because things aren't like, if they made them that you could order them whenever you want, I would probably buy more. I would probably buy secret layers. For example, I really wanted to get the cats and dogs deck. I was super excited about that, but I couldn't afford it at the time that it came out, one. And two, there's no way I was going to make it in terms of how quickly that sold out. But anyways, this is not that. This is a smaller secret layer. And this is a secret layer that I'm planning to use in a commander deck. But I haven't decided which one yet. I originally talked earlier in the weekend that I had decided, and the original plan was actually to include it in a goblins deck I was going to do. But the more I've thought about it, I don't know whether I want to make it its own commander deck, or whether I want to... It's open, by the way. Ha ha ha. I'm just not reaching in yet, because I'm savoring the moment. But I don't know whether I want to make it its own commander deck, or there's a really obvious deck that it could go in, and this is my big hint to you before I reveal it. No, actually, I don't want to give you a big hint. I want you to enjoy the surprise. So let's just shut up and do this. I just want to do it so that I'm just checking to see if the cards will be face down. Okay, I want to do it so the cards come out face down. Ooh, he put them all into their own... He is such a nice guy. He sleeved them all and top-loaded them all. Alright. Grand reveal. Ready for this? Boom! Berserk! Yes, it is the Wolverine secret layer. So we got the Berserk card. Cast a spell only before combat damage step. Target creature gains trample and +X+O until end of turn, where X is its power. At the beginning of your next end step, destroy that creature if it attacked this turn. Craziness. Definitely an awesome card for Wolverine. Let's get that up closer so you guys can see the artwork. I'm not sure how close I had it the first time. There we go. Beautiful card. These are all going to be beautiful cards. So the original thought, like I said, was to do a red-green goblins deck with this either as the commander or this in the deck somewhere. The obvious thing to do with this would be to put it into my werewolf deck because, you know, Wolverine, werewolves, it kind of fits. Ooh, adamantium bonding tank. Nice. Very pretty. Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on adamantium bonding tank. Oh, this is the Ozolith. Oh, shit. Cool. I didn't realize that. At the beginning of... Damn, I swore. And now I swore again. Spoilers. Sorry. Or, pardon me for the swears. Hopefully I can still make this a kids video, because I think kids would enjoy seeing the Marvel stuff. Very cool card indeed. Next one up. Rite of Passage. Whenever a creature you control is dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Fantastic card for this deck. Whatever deck it ends up going in. So like I say, Wolverine, werewolves, it seems like the really obvious thing to do. The problem with that is my werewolf deck is so focused on werewolves that like 70 to 75% of the spells that aren't werewolves talk about werewolves in the text, I would say. They either mention werewolves or wolves, or they mention night and day, or something along those lines that is important to the deck, which is why even though I really want to include these cards into that werewolf deck, I don't know what I would pull without ruining the theme. And I really like the theme of the deck the way it is. And I've actually gotten a lot more cards for that deck that I have to update it again really soon. And I'm not sure what I'm going to pull and what I'm going to put in. So that's why I don't want to put it in the werewolf deck. I think it would be really funny to have Wolverine be the leader of a goblin horde. But I could also put Wolverine into... you saw me this weekend pull the final commander out of the Bloomburrow series. And I do plan to build a fourth Bloomburrow deck so that I have one with each commander. Technically, the first three are precons that just kind of got changed around and upgraded. But the raccoon deck, I think I could build a really fun raccoon deck, and Wolverine could be really funny in that deck. Fourth card, Rhythm of the Wild. Classic for sure. Beautiful artwork. Absolutely gorgeous. Creature spells you control can't be countered, and non-token creatures you control have riot. I should read the flavor text on each of these. Go back. Apologize. Well, the first two didn't have flavor text, so to be fair, that's why. Third one. Nice moves, Laura. Now let's have some real fun. Danger Room. Remove all safety protocols. Logan Wolverine. So that's him to his daughter. Beautiful artwork on that. Again, just zoom in on that for a bit. This one's flavor text. Throughout his adventures with the X-Men, Logan regularly returned to run with his first true family. And again, wolves. I mean, I almost have to put this into my werewolf deck. I feel like it would be wrong not to put this in my werewolf deck. But I don't know what I'm going to pull out of my werewolf deck to put this in. It's so tearing me apart. Let me know in the comments what you would do with this. Would you put this in a werewolf deck? Would you put this in its own deck and just make a deck completely around Wolverine as like an aggro sort of thing? Which I think a lot of people are doing, which, I mean, as you know, I don't like to do the thing that everybody else does, so I would probably try to do something different, but we'll see. Or, again, Goblin Horde. I'm really keen on kind of putting into the Goblin Horde deck. The problem with that is I wouldn't make Wolverine the commander likely of that deck. Because I have a Goblin that I really want to build a commander deck around that I don't think a lot of people use. And I think it would be a lot of fun. So, again, I'm super torn what to do. But I'm super happy to have all these cards. The bonus card in this set was Unnatural Growth. I'm not sure if that was the common one that most people got or not, but I was super stoked to see this. I love Tree Folk, so Groot is just like my hero in terms of Marvel right now. And the Wolverine looking Groot is super cute. At the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. The flavor text, that's supposed to be me, bub, says Logan Wolverine. And finally, the piece de resistance. We'll zoom right in when we flip this one. Bam. Beautiful, beautiful card. Wolverine, best there is. He absolutely is the best there is for sure. Double all damage that it would deal at the beginning of each damage step. If a Wolverine was dealt damage by another creature that turn, I put a +1/+1 counter on him. So I mean, the other thing I could do with this is I could definitely, and I mean I've seen a lot of people do this too, is build a fight deck. Just green has an insane amount of fight cards. Red has the same amount of first strike cards. There's lots of ways to really make Wolverine his own deck. And I am tempted to do that, don't get me wrong. It is definitely something I'm considering. Is Wolverine in the shot still? Because I kind of want to make sure that you can see all of them. Yes, okay. But for now I'm going to leave it there. Maybe I'll make a poll. I probably will make a poll and see what you guys think about what to do. Whether Wolverine should have his own deck, whether he should go werewolves, whether he should go goblins. But in the meantime, thank you for tuning in all weekend, guys. It's awesome to have you guys in my corner. I don't know whether you could tell. I try my best to hide it when I make my videos, but I've been pretty bummed out this weekend. Missing some things that I used to have in my life. Came to a realization this week that because I've been, unfortunately, I've been off the medication that I used to be on for the last few months because I just couldn't afford it. After the car accident and everything, I needed to keep money for both content stuff that I make and also for the new car that I needed to get. So I made a decision that I would stop using the medication because I wasn't feeling very well on the medication anyways. And I came to the realization that I actually was really affected by how the medication was like in terms of my emotions and my mood, in terms of how it affected me and how it changed my behavior. And yeah, I wish I had figured that out sooner, is all I wanted to say. Shout out to all of you though, because you guys have made me feel a lot better being able to make this content for you and such. It keeps me going, just like Kaiba keeps me going. So keep tuning in, keep giving me those likes, subscribe, all that good stuff. Happy Easter once more, and happy holiday, whatever else you celebrate, and much love to you all from me. Take care. Bye.